What is up, everybody? How is everyone doing on this fine Monday evening or potentially afternoon if you're in the Pacific Coast watching this? All right, I'm trying to set this up. This is like in dark mode right now. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. We're going to try it, though. Hopefully we get some moderators in here on the chat. Or maybe even some... oh, there we go. Thomas Kirkland is in the chat. He might be the first Darkhorse member. He's got the sweet Darkhorse logo next to his name, and his name is green, which is sick. I'm trying to figure out how to not be in dark mode. Not sure. But it pops out a little bit, so it's all right. All right, guys. We are here back in Dallas right now. I just got done with my trip from Pursell Farms. You guys might have seen that on the Instagram and on the Twitter. That's pretty much, if I'm not updating my YouTube consistently because I'm so backloaded with videos right now. I've told you guys that. I've got tons and tons of videos I need to upload. So to kind of keep up with me, oh, look at Joe. He's got the red Darkhorse next to his name. That is sick. To keep up with what I'm doing, hold on one second. This light is jacked up. It's not even pointed on me. There we go. To keep up with what I'm doing, the best thing to do is Instagram and Twitter, which I think a lot of you guys already follow me on. So you'll see that I was just in Pursell Farms, which is in Alabama. It's about an hour, 15 minutes outside of Birmingham. So we flew in from Dallas to Birmingham. It was like an hour and a half flight, hour and 45 minutes, and then drove down to Pursell Farms. And we were there for 3 days. The first day was 18 holes, like a practice round. They have a course out there. They have one course right now. They're working on potentially putting in 9 more holes to have 27. But they have one course out there right now called Farm Links. And it has some of the coolest par 3 holes I've seen. I'm a sucker. I don't know about you guys, but I am a sucker for elevated tees on par 3s. And if you watched my Instagram story and saw my posts, you'll see some of the par 3s where you have a 200-yard shot, but it's playing like 160 yards. And I don't know why. You guys let me know in the comments. Do you guys love those kind of par 3s where you're just like on top of a mountain essentially, or a hill, hitting down into a green? I think it's just awesome looking. And it's just cool hitting golf balls and having them stay in the air for forever, you know? You guys are digging that? Yeah. I think, I don't know. It was cool. I can see how, some people might not like the quirkiness on some courses, but this was definitely a course that you go and just have a fun time with your buddies and stuff. And it's set up to have everyone to have a good time. You're not going to go out there and lose tons and tons of golf balls and whatnot. So, so the first night we're there and we did like an 18-hole little practice round, and then that night we did a 9-hole glow in the dark. Has anyone played glow in the dark night golf? So I did night golf here in Dallas with my buddy, but it was night golf where it was like a little par 3 course, and they just blasted lights down on you, and you can see bits and pieces here and there, and there were some dark spots and whatnot, but for the most part it's just playing golf in the dark, right? This we were actually playing with like night balls. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if it's on my story anymore. I might post the video on my feed because it's really cool. We played with glow in the dark golf balls, and then we had like glow in the dark necklaces, and then we had a glow in the dark. It was almost like a light that you basically put on your shin, and that kind of lit up your ball a little bit. So when you're swinging, it wasn't impossible. And then we had glow sticks like on the 250 and 150 markers in the fairway. And then we had like a little wristband light thing on all the flag sticks. So you could basically kind of see where you're going, but you have no idea where bunkers are. You have no idea where hazards are. And hitting the golf ball, man. Oh, let me see if I can pull up this video actually. Let's see. I'm going to try to pull up this guy's video. Oh, what is his Instagram? Because he made this sick edit of the night golf thing, and it was awesome. So let me pull up his Instagram real quick. It is. By the way, let me know right now. I'm just curious. You know, I always love to see where everyone's watching. Let me know in the comments right now where you guys are watching this from. Because like I said, I'm back in Dallas. I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I'll get to what's going on tomorrow. Do we also have any moderators in the chat too? Tennessee, Iceland. I don't know if I believe you, but that's kind of cool. Columbia, Tampa, California, Maryland, Earth. That's a good one. Oh, I don't think he did it. He didn't post the night golf one. All right, I'm going to show you guys just these videos because they're pretty sick. I don't know if you can get audio or not. But these are all the people we play with. Bryce was there. George Bryan was there. Ben Rector was there. A bunch of cool people. And this is kind of the course. Kind of get an idea. It was just an awesome, awesome time with all these dudes. It was the first ever Fast Forever, you know, golf tournament. Essentially, we're going to try. That's some of the night golf right there. Look at that shot. Jeez. That's what I'm telling you, man. It was so cool watching the balls just launch off, and then the putting at night is sick. So that was that. And it was so awesome. So I'm looking forward. Hopefully we can do it again next year. I had that much fun that, you know, I would love to come back and do it again. Let's run it back. But it was a sick course. So we did 18-hole practice round, 9-hole night golf, scramble. Then, because we had 2 teams, it was kind of like a Ryder Cup. Then the following day, we had 3 9-hole matches. So the first match in the morning was a shamble. What a shamble is, since a lot of people don't know, a shamble means me and my partner both hit our golf balls off the tee. We pick the best ball off the tee, and then we both play our own ball from there. So essentially, it's a scramble for the tee shot, and then you play best ball in from there. So you're just, I know best ball is really confusing because in a scramble, you use the best ball every time. Best ball really means just best score. So if my buddy shot a 5 and I shot a 4, we would go down as a 4. If I shot a 3 and my buddy shot a 4, we would go down as a 3. You just take the best score on each hole. And then we were doing a little match play. So that was the first 9. The second 9 was best ball. So no shamble. You just play your own ball, and whatever the best score was, that's what you were. Match play for 9. And then the last 9, which was the 9 that hopefully you guys saw George Bryan's post. I think he posted something on Bryan Bros. I also posted something about it on my Instagram, where it was a battle. So we started on hole number 2, and me and him both started birdie, birdie, birdie. So it's just singles match play, me versus George. And George actually played some time on the Latin Tour for sure. And I think maybe McKenzie. I could be wrong. I definitely know he played in the Latin Tour. And so we were just in a battle from the get-go. So I went birdie, birdie, birdie. And then he went birdie again, and I parred that hole. So I was 1 down. And then I birdied the next hole, and he birdied the next hole. So I was 4 under through 5, and I was 1 down. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. And then basically since we started on hole 2, when we got to hole 8, I believe he was 2 up at that point going into hole 8. And I think he beat me on hole 8. And so the match was over. And I was looking at the scorecard, and I was like, because I think I was 3 under at the time. And I was looking at the scorecard. And I was like, bro, how did I lose this match? Like, what the heck? And I looked at his scores, and he had all 3s. And I remember I had like 6 or 7 4s in a row on one of my 9s at Old American, and that's, you know, with 2 bogeys on par 4s and a birdie on a par 5. So I'm definitely not great, and I'm also parring all the par 4s. He was legitimately parring all the par 3s, birdieing all the par 4s, and eagling all the par 5s. And I was like, dude, you could get 9 3s and shoot a 27. What the heck? And you know, I'm very new to golf. I'm still trying to learn and figure all this stuff out. but I was like, that's got to be something crazy, right? That's got to be something that doesn't happen that often. And so he ended up doing it, man. Hole one, which was our ninth hole, he had a 25-footer on the fringe for eagle and drained it. And yeah, insane. So the next morning, we had basically one more round in us that we could play before we all had to catch our flight. So I went out. All those rounds prior to that, we were playing from the 6,500 tee box. So we were playing like 3 tee boxes up, I think, from the tips. And then the round we played, our final round, since it was just playing for fun, we played the second tees, which I think was like 6,900 or something, just under 7,000. And that's where I shot my second lowest score of all time, a 69. I had an eagle putt for about 15 feet or so, and didn't make it on the last hole. Would have shot 68, which would have been awesome. And I think that round was the first round that I finally understood what pros meant when they do their interviews and they say like, that's the highest I could have shot today. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You know, when like guys get off the course and they get interviewed and, you know, they're like, hey, how'd the round go? Whenever, and they shot like a 67, 68 or something. And they're like, yeah, that's the highest I could have gone. I didn't really understand what that meant, because it's like, bro, you still shot like 4 or 5 under. How is that the highest you could have gone? I shot 69, 3 under, and I had like 2 lip outs. I had a bogey on a par 3 that was kind of uncalled for. There was a couple things that just kind of happened that I could easily have a couple bounces here and there, have a couple, you know, putts roll in or whatnot. And that 69 all of a sudden becomes like a 67 real easily. So that was the first time I actually really understood what that meant. And it was cool. It was a fun round. It was really fun. I mean, obviously we're not playing from the tips. The tips there, I think, are like 7,400 yards. So it's a completely different golf course from there. But, you know, talking to George and stuff, he said, you know, it's good to sometimes play up, because you want to have that feeling of, what is it like to be 3 under? What's it like to be 4 under? You want to have that idea of like what that is. And maybe it's not 3 or 4 under for you guys. Maybe it's 2 over, 3 over. Maybe it's 10 over. Maybe it's 7 under. I don't think it really matters. I think when you play up, when you play further up, it really forces you to have that pressure of having potentially a low score that you normally wouldn't from playing the tips or playing the tee box you normally play for. And then, you know, once you get comfortable with that and stuff, move it back and then try again. So I don't know. It was fun. It was a great tournament. Had a blast. Can't wait for next year. Bryce Butler put it on. Joe also kind of helped him run it and stuff. And it was just really awesome, man. We had a great time out there, all the dudes. I met the guy that runs PGA Memes, and he was cool. Travis, cool dude. Ben came in, like I said. I played golf with him once before, and he's an awesome guy as well. So we had a great time. So we're gonna move on now. From that, we are now gonna go. I wrote a little list, so I make sure I like hit all my points. We're going to Northern Ireland. I'm just gonna run through these guys real quick, and then we're gonna open it up to questions, and then I'm just gonna basically for the rest of the time answer your guys' questions. So Northern Ireland was a blast. We played a lot of great courses over there. We played Royal County Down. We played Port Rush in tournament conditions with the stadiums, with everything up. We played Port Stewart. Everything's filmed. All the course vlogs will be coming out. I'm getting Portugal out first. Then Northern Ireland will come out after that. And it was just a great trip. I'm actually going back out there for the Open Championship. So any Northern Ireland or England people, or I mean, heck, maybe there's some people watching this that are going to be flying in from who knows where to the Open Championship. I will be out there all week. So hopefully I will see you guys. Can't wait for that. It should be an absolute blast. And I might even be holding the scores for, I don't know yet, but the scores for a group on Wednesday, which I might be the tallest scorekeeper of all time. So the Open Championship is coming up. That's great. We're leaving for that. And then tomorrow I'm leaving for Cabot. If you guys aren't familiar with what Cabot is, let me pull up a little photo here. It's in Nova Scotia. Not that many. I'm surprised. Not that many people know about this place, really. But it's insane. This is Cabot right here. Let me see if I can pull this up a little full screen. This is what we're dealing with. This golf course just on the cliffs. They have 2 golf courses out there. This is the Cliffs one. This is the one I think that was rated number 8 or so. I mean, look at that. Look at that hole right there. My gosh, you miss a little bit and you're in the water. I think it was rated number 8 in sorry. It was rated number 8 in the world, I think, on Golf Digest's list for a bit. So, I mean, it looks insane. It looks great. We're going to go up there. I'm playing the 2 courses up there for a bit, filming those. And then going to be headed up to Nashville and do a lot of filming up there with Zach, Garrett, Matt, Andrew East will be up there. I might meet up with Ben again. He's up in that part, and do a lot of filming up there as well. So lots of filming coming up, lots of videos to drop. Now that's it. I've said my piece. I've kind of led you guys or caught you guys up with all the stuff happening. You can now hit me up in the comments if you guys got questions or whatever, and we'll bust out some questions here for the time being. Any chance I left my wallet in your car? Asked Joe. Dang. I will have to check. Matthew Wolf. Yeah, so I am going to be filming with Greg Norman here in a little bit, and I'll be down in Florida at that point. And so that's when we're going to try to team up. No, that's when I'm going to try and meet up with Matt and film something with him, because he's in the Jupiter area. Bob Brooks with the $2.79. Is that Canadian dollars? That might end up being $3 US. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm from Nova Scotia. Let's go. Bob, do you know about Cabot Links? I feel like it's something that probably everyone knows about if they live in Nova Scotia. I could be wrong though. I lived in Dallas for 4 years and had no idea about like some of the sick golf courses here. So, who is your favorite golfer? Mine is Tiger Woods. You know what? Like, Tiger Woods was my favorite golfer growing up, but I think a lot of stuff changes kind of as you meet new people. I still like him. I still root for him. I still think he's awesome for golf, and I think the more he's in golf tournaments, the better it is for golf. But, you know, meeting these guys, Brooks, John, Austin, all the other guys I meet on tour, they're all super cool dudes. And, you know, I basically at the end of the day just kind of root for everyone. Hopefully everyone plays well. Can you come play Medina or LaGrange Country Club in Illinois sometime? Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. I mean, I'm trying to play everywhere. That's the goal, right? The goal is to try to play everywhere. You think you can golf with Romo? I've thrown it out there. I haven't talked to Romo specifically. I've talked to some of the people that play golf with Romo and let him know that it would be cool to play with him. I mean, heck, it'd be cool to film a video with him as well. So I think he knows if he's down, he'll hit me up. If he's not, he won't. So no pressure there. If it happens, it happens. Wish I had your height. I'm only 5'6" and a +2, but super long courses give me trouble because I only carry driver 283. Pitched in D1, and that's helped me create some power. Wish I had length, though. Dude, you know who hits it really far and is not a big person? Steele. Steele was out there. I forgot to mention his name, but Steele was out there at the event I was just at in Alabama, and he is not a big guy, but he can crack the ball, man. What was the putter you were using in Portugal, and why? So I just got fitted for a new putter a couple months ago. When it took a while for the putter to come in, I got my clubs earlier than the putter. The putter, I think, was back ordered or whatnot, so they had to kind of wait for some of them to be made to send me one. It's called the San Diego. It's a 2-long putter from Callaway, from Odyssey, I guess, who Callaway owns, and I'm loving it. It's got the single dot on the top. It's got the Stroke Lab shaft, and it's amazing. I love it. I thought you looked 6'2" in your vids. I'm 6'5". Yeah, people think I'm a little bit shorter than I actually am. Well, actually, some people think I'm a lot shorter than I actually am until they meet me in person. Oh, to also let you guys know, I don't know. I think Thomas, are you the only one in here? If you're part of the Dark Horse Nation already, if you're one of the Dark Horse members, write something in the comments, because I know Thomas Kirkland is. I'm wondering if there's any other person. There was someone earlier that had the red Dark Horse. If you guys notice, I don't know if their colors show up on your end, but they show up on my end. So Thomas's name, who just commented right there, his name is green, so it pops. Everyone else, and there's Joe, his name is green, and then they have the Dark Horse logos next to him. Thomas has, I believe, the 1 month, and Joe, I believe, red is the 2 months, I believe. And basically what that is that's the and LG Randy's in there too. Okay, LG Randy's is nice. Oh, you guys see the green text? Sweet. So Cabot is the best quiet golf location. Dude, it might be, Bob. No one knows about it, man. We're going to let some people know because I think people need to know. But going back to the Dark Horse thing, the Dark Horse membership thing, that was something that we kind of talked about on the last live stream I did, I think. And that is something that is just slowly starting to happen right now. People are starting to get on board, and eventually it's really, really going to start picking up here. So a couple things. One, if you want your name to stick out, if you want me to be able to kind of see you in the flood of comments, that is one of the benefits of having it. You get a little logo next to your name. Your name turns green. It's easier for me to see. The second thing is I'll be doing private live streams for just the Dark Horse members. So whether that's I'm on the driving range, whether that's I'm on the golf course, or whether that's I'm just sitting here chatting with you guys, it'll be more of an exclusive live stream only for Dark Horse members. And then another perk as well is you'll be getting discount codes for upcoming merchandise, Dark Horse stuff. We got some Dark Horse stuff potentially in the works, golf balls, polos, hats, all that stuff. You'll be getting discounts for those. And the last thing is you'll be getting some extra course or extra videos. So I filmed, for example, I filmed a video right after the shirt I'm actually wearing right here, Ardglass. This was the first course I played in Northern Ireland. I got to sit down with the director of golf after my round, and we kind of talked about the golf course. I talked a little bit about how I felt out there playing, and the video like that will be posted only for members. So if that's something that interests you, if you want, your name to pop out, if you want the Dark Horse logo next to your name, if you want private live streams of me on the driving range, golf course, anything like that, or if you just want extra content, it's basically just for like the people that really, really want extra stuff, or maybe you just want to support me and help me along this Dark Horse journey that I'm on in this crazy golf world. Whatever you're feeling, the link is actually going to be in the description of this video. It should be right there. And also it should have like a little join button by the video. And I think also if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a little join button as well. You can click that for more details. I believe it's $4.99 a month. And you get all that stuff that we just talked about, and it basically really, really helps me out by supporting me. So that's that spiel. If it interests you, if it's for you, great. If not, that's cool as well. Mark Lopez, what was your big breakthrough / drills in your game? For me, it's been the wedges, man. The wedges, that is the biggest thing that will improve, I would say, someone that is skillful in golf. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about how if they could just get off the tee, they would save like 10 shots because they're spraying the ball off the tee. Someone like that should still work on wedges, but they should really spend their time on the tee with their driver to figure out how to hit the tee. Putting, same thing. If you're 3-jacking every green, if you're 3-putting everything, if you're 4-putting sometimes, you need to focus mostly on your putting. But if you have all your parts of your game pretty good, the wedges is the one thing that if you really, really dial in, you will immensely shave strokes, because if you're able to pretty much hit the green every single time when you have a wedge in your hand, you'll eliminate bogeys on those holes. And then if you're able to hit a couple of them inside of 15, 10, 5 feet, you now are getting potentially birdies. So That's the big thing, is just dropping balls 60 yards, 70 yards, 80 yards, 55 yards, 47 yards, 82 yards, and just hitting wedges until you feel really confident in it. Mark, thanks for the $1.99 though, man. Appreciate it. William Doyle, gotta support the man, the myth, the legend. William Doyle. I think he might be our only moderator in here right now, dude. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much for the $1.99. Appreciate it. My putting and wedge play is bad right now. I'm working on it. Yeah, Thomas, get to work, brother. You get those two things working for you, and you'll be in a sweet spot. Carlos Gunchy, keep the good work. Hey, thank you for the $13.99 Canadian dollars, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. I'm grinding, dude. I'm grinding. It was really good to play with George. I think I got to play with him like 18 holes. We had 2 9-hole matches together. So I got to play with him 18 holes, and it was just awesome to see, you know, again, like an up close what a professional golfer looks like. And, you know, there was clear things in his game. He never really missed that big off the tee. I think he actually only had one drive that he really missed, and he kind of hit it in the gunk on the right, but it wasn't even that bad. And then his iron game, his ball striking was so good. I think, again, he might have had one miss left in a bunker. He got up and down. He just didn't really he made mistakes. He didn't hit perfect shots all the time. He never had big misses, and that's the one thing that I'm still trying to work on, is getting rid of that big miss. Is your YouTube channel your only source of income? Yeah, Gavin, right now it is. So that's why I said, you know, if you guys join the Darkhorse membership thing, that basically helps pay for me to make more videos and enter tournaments and do all that stuff. So tips to fix a slice. There's a lot of things that go into it. I don't really personally like teaching, and B, I definitely don't like doing it in this situation where I don't even know what your swing looks like. So I'm not going to say anything. I will say, hopefully you can watch some YouTube videos that I've done with Cameron McCormick, who knows a lot more about golf than I do. I think I do have a video called How to Fix Your Slice that I did, that he really helped me kind of square the club face at impact. So yeah, I would watch that and see if that helps you. Favorite hole of the entire trip? Of Northern Ireland, I'm assuming. Man. I would say 16 at Port Rush. Hole number 16, Port Rush. It's like a 200 plus. Oh, new member? You get notified when someone becomes a new member? Sick. Thomas Dixon, welcome, my dude. Thank you for becoming a member, dude. I really appreciate that. Hole 16 at Port Rush is like a 200-yard plus, par 3. I mean, the wind's supposed to be in your face. It's all carry. Like, it's just like a cliff that you're hitting all over. And it's going to be a brute of a hole, man. I can't wait to see the guys try to attack it. I really can't. What about Farm Leagues, your favorite hole? 17, big gulp. I just posted a video of, it was a mediocre shot. It was like 185 playing 155. I hit like a little knockdown pitching wedge at it. Or knockdown 9-iron, actually, I think. Yeah, it was a knockdown 9. Pin high. Just like 25, 30 feet right. Is that one of your hats? I work for New Era, so I'm just wondering. No, this is the Players' Championship. That's the Players' Championship logo right there. So I got that at the Players' Championship. Any good shank drills? So if you're shanking it, that means you're extending and the club is going out. Your club is, further away from your body hitting the ball. So, yeah, actually, if you are shanking it and struggling, cell phone's the golf ball. Okay, this is your club. There you go. Cell phone's the golf ball. This is your club. The swing. A shank, you're basically hitting it off the hosel, right? So instead of striking it center of the club face, you're coming down and like extending out here. So what you need to do is you need to put some sort of object. I use a head cover. Head covers work really well. Put a head cover like an inch away from the golf ball. So when you go to swing, you're not going to want to hit that head cover. It'll, you know, basically force you to come inside, and that should fix it, hopefully. Do you remember me putting your clubs on your cart? You got to give me more than that, man. I had a fair share of people put clubs on the carts before. Very important question, Quest. Not sure what that means. I always hit behind the ball. How do I get the timing right for creating a divot in front of the ball? Oh, man. I'm not sure about that. That's a great question. I don't have the answer. I'm sorry. Matthew, I apologize. Are you going to watch the Irish Open this weekend? This weekend. What am I doing this weekend? I'll be in Cabot, and then I'm going to Nashville, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But I know Rahm's like defending the title, right? It's a different golf course, but he won last year. From 100 yards out, what could you get closer to the pin? Frisbee or a pitching wedge? Definitely a golf club. 100%. 100% golf club for sure. How do you play a tourney after a period of time with no golf? I wouldn't want to do that. That's scary because you just don't know what's going to happen. I live in a city called Cabot. Oh, okay, nice. Any advice for kids to get better at golf? I mean, there's so much. I would say definitely, like, if you are struggling with your swing, find someone that knows what they're talking about. It'll definitely help you. But I don't know what else, man, other than just practice, you know. Greatest shot you've ever hit or you were most proud of? It was probably the second shot at Ridgewood, which held the Northern Trust last year. I was playing with Pat Perez. It was a par 5, hole 17 or 18, I think. Long par 5, all uphill. And I had like 295. I had something pretty long going in. And I hit a 3-wood. And it basically like just rolled right by the hole. It almost went in. I had like a 20-footer after that for eagle, and I didn't make it. But I hit it really good. I have not had a hole-in-one yet. No. Brodie, what ball do you play, and what do you do to practice when you can't leave the house? So the two balls I currently kind of go back and forth on is the Titleist Pro V1 and the Callaway Chrome Soft. Those are the two balls that I like right now, and I kind of go back and forth between the two. When I can't leave the house and I want to practice, I have a little putting green downstairs, so I normally just will practice my putting. I don't have anything set up here yet to like hit balls or anything like that. Maybe in the future. How often do you practice? I actually haven't practiced in like 2 months. It's been pretty hard. I've been traveling a lot, playing a lot, but not practicing. And you know, I think my game has definitely gotten better over those last 2 months, but I think it could have gotten a lot better had I practiced. I think, you know, going out and grinding and just getting reps, doing stuff plays huge dividends down the way. So I just haven't had time. Hopefully my schedule kind of slows down here in like a month or two, and I can kind of get back to practicing a little bit. Have you ever thought about using aim point? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. Yeah, I'm a feel putter. I don't like to get too technical with it. I'll look at it behind the ball. I'll look at it behind the hole. Sometimes if there's a lot of break, I'll look at it at the side, and then I'll look at it behind the ball again, and then I'll kind of figure out, like, just to me, I almost kind of think about, like, if I putted the ball in this direction, what would end up happening? If I putted the ball in this direction, what would end up happening? I kind of wait until I'm like, oh, if I put it on this line, I think it might go in. And then I pick a spot like a foot or two in front of my ball on that line. And then essentially I step over the ball. I focus in on that line. I take a quick peek at the hole to kind of think about the speed of the putt. And then I try to hit the ball over the line. Welcome, Cole Sewell, new member. Dude, welcome to the club, man. Thank you so much, Cole. Appreciate it, bro. Got that Darkhorse logo next to your name now, brother. Did I play golf as a kid? Yeah, I played everything as a kid. I grew up I pretty much grew up on the tennis courts. That was like my first sport that I truly loved. But I also love golf. I also love basketball a lot. I played soccer, but really didn't like it that much. I played a couple seasons. I played baseball some, really didn't like it that much. I did cross country and track in high school. And then I did tennis for 2 years, I think. And then I did golf my senior year in high school. Was not good. Didn't really practice. Just kind of made the JV team or whatever the squad was. A bunch of my friends were on it, so that's why I tried out. But mostly focusing on cross country, track, and tennis in high school. And then once I started getting into Frisbee, everything else was secondary. Q school in the future? Definitely, Mark. Definitely going to be trying to get on some tour. If I do, it'd be freaking awesome, man. I would love it. What was it like meeting Brooks? He comes off as cocky, but seems like a nice dude. No, not cocky at all. Super nice dude. Are you still any good at tennis? I haven't. See, like tennis is like one of those things where I played it as a kid. I maybe have hit a tennis ball on average maybe once a year for like the last like 10 or 12 years, but maybe after 10 or 15 minutes, I'd probably get right back into it. I was pretty good at it as a young kid. That's one of the reasons why I actually quit playing tennis, was because I kind of was winning everything and I kind of was getting bored at it. I wish I would have like pursued it more, because I was just like winning local tournaments. It would have been nice to start going to like state tournaments or national tournaments and getting my butt kicked a little bit, and like, then being like, all right, I want to get back and start practicing more. But in Ponte Vedra, I basically was just winning everything I played in. New member RXGETV. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for joining the Darkhorse Nation, man. Welcome, welcome. Have I played Pebble? No. Hopefully in the future. Ethan, yeah, I'm playing Cabot like Wednesday and Thursday. It's like number 8 in the world or something. I played varsity my sophomore year in high school, then had a miss junior year for transfer eligibility issues, and then my senior year because of the injuries. Yeah, dang, dude. Hey, Brodie, I'm on my varsity golf team and recently came in 15th place in my state meet. Biggest problem is judging placement on short chips. Any tips? Judging placement? Are you talking about kind of like landing zones? So what Altus, a good drill that Altus does is they have, you can use a towel. They've got colored dots, but essentially you can basically I would just use your towel, because I know you have that. Take your towel off your bag and work on, because the thing is there's really no right landing zone, right? If you have, let's say you have a pin, let's say you're 10 yards away from the pin and you're short-sided, and it's there's a little slope in front of you, and then it like tabletops to the pin, and there's 10 feet of green, right? So there's like 3 shots in my head that I could play there. I could either play a bump, like hit it super low, bump it into the slope, and then have that kill all of its speed, and it kind of just trickle up on the green and roll out. I could play like a spinner shot where I add a lot of spin on the ball and have it land just on the green and have it kind of check up and then roll out to the hole. Or I could play like a flop shot, right? And I could throw it super high in the air and have it land right by the hole and have it stop. So there's really you want to have all the shots. You want to be able to not be pigeonholed into what shot you have to play. So I would say, like, take your towel off, lay your towel down somewhere on the green in between you and the hole, and work on figuring out how you can land it on that towel and have it get close to the hole, and then move the towel closer to you or further to the hole or closer to the hole and do it again. And then that way you basically really get dialed in with your chips. RXGETV, what up, man? Welcome, welcome. I have trouble staying focused at the range. Any tips? Cole, great question. Something that a lot of people have told me is it's literally impossible. Like you said, it's literally impossible to stay super focused for like more than 10 or 15 minutes. It's like on the range, it's impossible. And what you'll end up doing is you'll end up kind of doing reps. It's almost like, think about doing, because your brain is a muscle, right? So think about doing bicep curls for 15 minutes in a row. Your first like 2 or 3 minutes are going to be pretty good. You're going to be pretty focused, pretty strong, getting them up there. By like minute 10, you're going to be like really using your body to like lift them up. Your form's going to be terrible. Golf is very similar. After like 10 minutes of hitting golf balls, your brain is getting exhausted and needs a break. So one thing you can do is literally just step off, do something different, go and chip for a little bit, go and roll a couple putts, come back, go on your phone, go on Instagram, watch a YouTube video of mine. Who knows? Do something different and then come back to it. If you watch golfers too, especially like on PGA Tour Live or something like that, where you're just watching, the live feed, they don't cut. You just see the guys play all the way through. As soon as they're done hitting the golf ball, they're immediately like talking to their caddy or talking to another player. They're switching off and they're no longer focusing 100% on golf because they need like time. They need time to rest. So you got to do the same thing. How long till the vlog on Pursell Farms? I play in charity event there every year. It's awesome. Brett, so I didn't film when I was out there. Okay, don't get mad at me. You can call me Rage. All right, that's what I thought. It looks like Rage. I'll call you Rage. I didn't film when I was out there, but I have plans on going back out there again. Okay, Martin and Parker, they're probably not watching this, but I'll go out there again with them, and we'll film it up real nice. It'll probably be in October. Apparently the trees look amazing there. The course is in like the best shape in that month, and it'll be sick. So I want to do it right. I want to really show off this course and have a lot of people get excited about it, because I think if you're looking for like a bachelor's trip, a dude's golf trip, if you're looking for like a great, or even a family trip, if your family loves to play golf, it is absolutely perfect. Nicholas needs a timeout. He's trying to start something. Yeah, William can mute him if he needs to. Rage, when are you making another video with Garrett, Zach, and Matt? So I'm going up to Nashville in like a week, and we're going to be filming a lot. So soon. Who would be in your dream golf group? I think I answered this last time. I don't remember who I said, but you can go watch the last live stream. I don't know. It's probably something different now. Can someone send me the link to become a Darkhorse member? Great question. How do you do that? Let me see. Your channel. Videos. Oh, is that it? All right, there it is. William just did it. I wonder if I can pin it. No, I can't. I don't think I can pin anything. Nope, I can't pin anything. Yeah. Oh, someone asked me a really good question today on Instagram that I thought was really, really good. They asked what my handicap would be if I hit the ball, if I hit my driver, like all my clubs, if I hit them 20 yards less. They're like, what would your handicap be? And I was like, dang, that's actually a really freaking good question. And I don't know, because I probably gain like 2 strokes, I would say, just on 2 strokes on the field with my driving distance. So you take that away, and that's making me like a plus 2.5 to like a plus half. And then you do all my irons and stuff. Yeah, I'd probably be like a 2 or 3 handicap, I would say, instead of a plus 2. I don't know if anyone's asked, but how was playing with Ben? Ben's awesome, dude. He's such a cool cat. I got to play with him twice. I got to play with him at night golf, and then I got to play with him in the best ball. Or not the best ball, singles. I got to play him with the singles, and it was awesome, dude. He's a super, super dope dude. Jigsaw, $1.99. What shot tracer do you use? Camera and equipment. So I find it's way better to use your iPhone than an actual camera. I don't know wwhy, but Shot Tracer, the app, I use the app called Shot Tracer. it just picks it up way better. It does a way better job. So I used to use my iPhone with a tripod, and I kind of set it up behind, down target, and then I'm just like on the left-hand side. What course you going to play in Nashville? I think that's all up to Zach, man. He's kind of heading all that up. How was playing with Rahm at Silverleaf? Awesome, dude. Rahm, I mean, it's a sick course. Sick course and great people. Please say hi, Brent Dole. Gotcha, bro. Any tips to hit your drives and woods better? Swing up on them if you're teeing them up. Get that launch angle going. You should make a video in Alabama at one of our course. Probably Robert Trent Jones is the best. I've heard of it. Yeah, I heard there's some sweet courses down there. I might have to do a full-on trip when I go down there potentially. If you had one piece of advice for someone struggling with irons, what would it be? I would say, Josh, to take that foot stuff that I've done a couple times, right? You might have seen it on my Instagram story or whatever. It's just like a foot spray. It's like Dr. Scholl's or something, foot spray. You spray it on your irons, and that way when you hit a shot, you can kind of see where you're hitting it. And then from there, that will help you definitely get better because ball contact is everything. So you want to make sure the ball, you're hitting the ball in the center of the club face. Any courses in Los Angeles in the future? Yes. I'm hopefully going to be going out to Los Angeles at the beginning of August and hopefully playing some courses. Hopefully Riviera. I love that course. I got to play at the Genesis Open Pro-Am and absolutely loved it. I think a course vlog there would be so cool. So yeah, we'll see. I'm not entirely sure yet. Do pros ever top or duff their shots? No, I don't think so. I think tops. I think you'll see tops every once in a while. I mean, pros definitely hit shots fat. I don't think they ever do it in high handicaps, high handicapness way, if that makes sense. But I mean, you'll see guys in the rough hit the club will go right underneath the ball and they'll just completely whiff it. Have you ever golfed with Tiger Woods? Nope. What is your handicap? I think it's like a plus 2.4, 2.5, 2.7, something like that. I don't know exactly. I just put a score in, so I'm not sure. Are you going to stay being a YouTube golfer, or do you hope to see your game go further? I mean, Alex, that's the plan, right? That's the goal, is to eventually be able to do more stuff on a tour and get competitive and potentially put myself in contention to make cuts. That's the goal. But to get there, I got to put in a lot of work. I got to practice a lot more. I have to get a lot better, and I got to get lucky. I'll probably always make YouTube videos for a while. But if I do end up making it on some sort of tour, it probably won't be as many as I'm busting out right now. The Hermitage Golf Course in Nashville. I think Zach said something about it. I'm not entirely sure. Gavin McIntyre, new member. What's up, man? Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it, bro. I've been saying the same thing for like 15 minutes, and someone else says the same thing and then responds to him. Sorry, man. I'm just kind of skimming through chat. I'm not reading every single one. I'm trying to read as many as I possibly can. How's McCormick going? He's awesome, dude. He's so good. Give us a good old let's go. I'll save people's eardrums. I got plenty of let's goes coming out in future videos. Ball matter for a mid-range handicap? So expensive? No, I don't think so. I don't think the ball really comes into play unless you're like low single digits. I mean, I have a hard time really. Like I said, the Chrome Soft and Pro V1, I really have a hard time distinguishing one from the other. Hey, thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. There's Gavin. What's up, man? I missed the let's go. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't think I can add that stuff. Do I think range finders are worth the money? It depends. If you're playing on a golf course, If you're mainly playing on a golf course that has like the little TV thing set up to where like it shows you everything, I don't think so. But if you're playing lots of different courses, 100%. If you're trying to play well. What's my biggest goal for this year? Well, see, that's the thing. There's some good and some bad about going to the Open Championship. So the good thing is it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I might not ever be able to see the Open Championship again. It's one of those things where you just never know, man. You never know. And the fact that it hasn't been in Northern Ireland in forever, maybe even ever. I don't know if it actually has ever been there. It's going to be insane. The people over there are so excited. So having the opportunity of going, I had to say yes. The only problem is I'm not able to do the U.S. Amateur anymore, and I'm not able to do the Texas Open, I think, were the two tournaments. And then also the U.S. Mid-Am also falls on something that I just got booked for. So that's kind of frustrating that I'm not able to compete in those qualifiers. I really want, like, that was my goal. Like the U.S. Am, kind of a dream goal. I don't think if I go out and I shoot a 67, 68, then I might have a shot. But that would be like shooting two of my best rounds ever back to back. So realistically, not really in the cards. The U.S. Mid-Am, I think I legitimately had a shot of qualifying for that. So it's a little frustrating not to be able to do it because that's what I really, really want to do. But at the end of the day, I got to pay the bills. And, qualifying for an amateur event isn't going to pay the bills where going and doing this other stuff is. So the goal hopefully is, the YouTube channel continues to grow. More and more you guys continue to watch my videos and like them and leave comments and do all that stuff that you guys are probably already doing. And, I can focus more on golf and making YouTube videos than having to travel so much and doing all this other stuff. Where's Dan? Dan's in Phoenix. My home course is Westmount Golf Country Club in Kitchener. O-N. What's O-N? I don't know what that is. Have you heard of it? It's been in the top 10 golf. No, I haven't. Sounds sick, though. Do you ever get nervous teeing off at those type of courses in front of all those people? Yeah, I get first tee nerves a little bit, for sure. How do I rate myself as a golfer, 1 to 10? If you're talking about skill-wise, I'm probably like a 7, 7.5. Surely you get me a driver, please. All right, Weaver Warrior, whatever you say, man. You'll get there quickly. You've gotten better at a much faster rate than most people. It's just it's a grind, man. It's a grind, and then hopefully, Ontario. Okay, yeah. It's a grind, and hopefully, there's gonna be plateaus here and there, and hopefully I can kind of. It's just like working out. When you work out, you hit plateaus. Whether it's trying to lose weight or whether it's trying to gain strength, you always hit plateaus, and it's tough. It's really tough. What is the next step for your golf game? I don't know, man. Just keep playing. Keep trying to shoot low scores. Is it ever too late to pick up golf? I'm 32 and mid-90s in my average. No, dude. I started playing again when I was 31, so why not? Never too late. All right, I'm going to answer a couple of questions, and I got to jump off here, guys, because we have a stupid early flight tomorrow, and I got to pack and do all that fun stuff. So a couple more questions, and then we got to go. Pepe, are you going to the celebrity tournament in Tahoe? Dude, Pepe, I want to so bad. I don't know. You know what? We might have to do some like ambush marketing or something on that next year because I reached out to them on Instagram, I think, or Twitter. And they were like, "Oh, we'll put a word in or whatever, and tell the director, the person that basically runs the golf tournament. We're like, we'll tell them that you're interested." Nothing came from it, so we might have to do something next year where we make a video or something, and you guys all blast their Twitter or Instagram saying that they need to invite me to go because, man, that tournament would be sick to play in. What part of golf do you enjoy the most? Probably just being outside, man. I love being outside. Are you gonna watch the 3M? If you are, who do you think is going to win? I don't know. I don't know what the 3M is. Is that bad? Any advice to someone wanting to play at a higher level in Frisbee? Get really good at throwing, dude. Get really good at throwing. That will never go away. Man, the traveling jet lag is setting in. All right. One final good question, and I'm calling it. Who's got the 3M open? No. Who's got the greatest question here? Put your best question, and I will pick one, and we will call it at that. We've almost been on here for an hour, so this is pretty good little live stream action. Harry Higgs. So I don't even know if that's a question, but that's a great way to end it. My boy Harry Higgs, man. Still trying to do a video with him. Eventually, one day we will get it done, and it will happen. But okay, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this live stream. We got Michelle Wee putting challenge or putting something. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. Michelle Wee and Eric Anders Lang. That video is coming out tomorrow. And then we got more course vlogs coming out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and back at it on Monday. I might start doing these live streams like once a week, man. Once every 2 weeks or so. But hey, all the new members, if you were a new member, Thomas, thank you so much. Rage, thank you so much. There was a couple other people in here. Let's see here. Where are the other people at? There's a couple other people. I'm trying to see. Gavin. We got Gavin on board. There's a couple people earlier. Joe, I think. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it a lot. Hopefully you guys like this. And hopefully you'll have a great night, afternoon, morning, wherever you guys are. And next time you'll see me, I'll be in Cabot. So again, if you want to pay attention to my journey and kind of what I'm up to, Instagram, Twitter, best way to do it. YouTube right now, I'm so sorry, but YouTube right now is like 4 weeks behind, right? Like I was in Portugal like a month and a half ago, and I'm posting videos from there. I'm trying to bust these things out to get caught up, so that way you guys can actually see like, hey, I just shot a 66 yesterday. I didn't, but I can post that video that week versus a month from now. So hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great one. Peace. Stay dark horse, my friends.